Good morning, lads. We're back in my learning Redstone world, and today I wanted to learn about item sorters. So I hit the books, and here are 4 item sorters that I learned about. Let's see. The first one that I'll show you is a potion sorter. So it's really fascinating and simple. It would also kind of work for mine carts if you put a rail there instead of a brewing stand. But here's the filter chest. You just put in whatever you like, whether it's some stone, potions, armor, whatever. But it all follows the hopper trail into this dropper. This comparator sees that there's an item in the dropper and it powers this block, turning on this bit of redstone and turning off this torch. Turning off the torch unpowers this block, which also unpowers that dropper, and it also shortly powers the things over here. So it sends a blast through the dropper. Actually, no, I think that's quasi-connectivity because the rail's activating it. I'm not positive. I'm not great at redstone yet. But either way, it locks and unlocks this hopper. That way, too many items don't go through it at one time. But then if there is a potion in there, oops, let's see if I can do that again. Throw a potion. You see it appears right here real quick. Just grab a ton, that way you can see it properly. Thank you. So it spits it into this slot when there's actually a potion. There it is. And then after it gets spit into this slot, it gets picked up by this hopper, and all your potions end up in this chest, and all random items end up in this chest. So this is super useful for just getting the potions out of whatever you're organizing. Most of the time I have shulker boxes full of stuff, so I wouldn't have this chest here. I would just slap a shulker box right on top there, which leads right into the next one, which is just an easy shulker sorter. There's absolutely no redstone to it. It's just hoppers and chests, and of course the shulker boxes. And the way it works is you just organize the chest so every single slot is filled. So let's go ahead and pick up our boxes. So actually I should have showed you what's inside. This box is full of redstone goods and random item. Redstone goods, and then I have these items in the other chests. The thing I like about this system is you can have a unique item in every single slot. Whereas a lot of sorting systems, like the one in the back, you can only have one item per slot as far as I'm aware. But you just slap it right on top. And each of the items filter through. Yep, that's so nifty. And all the excess items, so remember I put ingots in there and I don't have ingots in here, all the extras get put into the hoppers. So you do have to right click the hoppers to take it out. There's not actually an item in there, it's just constantly flowing. I'll probably need to get to that. Yep, so just extra things. Oops, that was supposed to be in there. Yep. So super useful, definitely one of my favorites, and it's extremely simple. Next up is a, what do they call this? Non-stackable item sorter. So in this chest, let's say you went end raiding and you got a bunch of things. You've got some stackable items and a lot of non-stackable items. And before you throw everything in your sorter, you want this at the front of your sorter is what I'm saying. So everything passes through this before it goes on to your industrial sorter. So you just slap this here, and it's going through all the non-stackable items and the stackable items. The comparator is reading that there's an item in there, and if it's a stackable item, then it only gives a 1 redstone, I don't know how to say this, not pulse, but 1 signal strength. Whereas a non-stackable item, like say a chest piece, gives a signal strength of 3, which will actually activate the redstone chain, which is a torch that gets shut off, which turns off everything here, unpowering the hopper, because the hopper is off at the moment until it finds out that there's a non-stackable item. I guess that's a flaw with the system. There's always an item stuck in this hopper, but otherwise everything non-stackable ends up in here, and everything stackable ends up in here. Flawless, super useful, and like I said, I'd probably like stick this onto the side of this sorter. This is the sorter that you'll see most often. It's, let's see, let's get a good look at it. It's the, you can only have 1 block in each chest, sorry. So let's go ahead and pull this up. I use shulker boxes. You could have a double chest there instead if you want to throw all your items in manually, but I always have junk shulker boxes, so I made it in mind with that. So all the items are running through. We've got a bunch of junk items that we don't actually have sorted, and then we've got items that are sorted. And the way it's working is that it's all falling into this hopper, which is then being loaded into this dropper. And this dropper really can't do it, can't shoot it up by itself, which is why there's this redstone chain, which actually I didn't know how to make either, so I made a mock-up version right here. And the way it works is it just makes a loop. So powering, unpowering, powering, unpowering, sending the blocks upwards. There it is. So it's just a constant rotation of powering and unpowering the droppers, getting the blocks to go upwards. The flaw in the system is there's always a block left behind. I don't know how to fix that. You could always just put the block you want the least in last, but all the excess blocks end up in here. And the way that it works is I already explained the elevator, but the elevator sends everything into this chain. And if the item can drop down, so right now only a diamond block could drop down into here because there's no room for anything else. And the reason these items don't drop through is because the block below them is powered. So nothing can go into here. Oh, there's another block of waste, I guess. Nothing can travel through here, hence why that block hasn't moved, because this torch is powering. And the way we turn off the torch is this comparator needs a signal strength powerful enough to activate this repeater. So if 1 more diamond block were to end up in there, which actually I can borrow these diamond blocks. So the diamond blocks get added, and it creates the signal strength needed to turn this on and unpower that, which allows it to drop through, like so. So this was really helpful for me and useful. I don't think I'll use this in my survival world, just because I have my storage system is not built for it. But I would definitely build this on farms. Like if I had a gold farm or a skeleton farm, then I would definitely build a sorter, and I'd have one of these on it first, and then say, which one was it? So this is all the stackable items. I'd have this be the output that goes right into here. So I'd have this send all the non-stackable items through one of these filters, and then I'd send all the stackable items off into a different direction, so it wouldn't have to interact with this sorting system at all. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed and found these useful or instructive. See ya.